And as I bring this message, the message of this story, back to my illustration about the ants who like to invade my house, what we see happening it isn't just one small sin or one honest little mistake or one tiny instance of betrayal by the leaders of Israel. No, what we have here is a whole swarm of evil, trying to hide itself under a veil of religious ritualism and self-righteousness. These Jewish men, they were picking and choosing which laws of God that they wanted to keep and which ones they were willing to break without apology. They were, in the very same moment, trying to prevent themselves from being defiled by entering a Gentile residence, while also initiating the murder and the crucifixion of God incarnate. And after seeing all of this evil, all of this wickedness, we would probably be right to think to ourselves that God should wipe out these religious leaders like they were a horde of ants attacking an unsuspecting home. That would be the severity of response that all of us would most likely desire to see. But what we're going to discover throughout the remainder of John's gospel is that God will indeed respond to these horrible sins and to this display of depravity. He will respond in a severe way. But that level of severity is going to be shown in what Jesus will have to go through in order to provide atonement for the sins of God's elect. You see, the magnitude of the threat demonstrated by the level of sin and wickedness being shown here by the Jewish leaders, that threat would require an equally powerful and equally forceful response. But God's response in this moment, it wasn't going to be dished out through vengeance and might. No, the magnitude of his response was actually going to be handed out with an unprecedented and absolutely immeasurable amount of grace.